Spatial audio music on Apple Music, is it worth the hype? Can you listen to it on Sonos? Let's find out. Hi everyone, it's Jonathan from Smart Home Sounds, a home audio-visual retailer based in the UK, and today's video is going to be all things spatial audio with Dolby Atmos on Apple Music. What is it, how to get it on Sonos, and our perspective on whether it is worth the hype. We'll also cover what is lossless audio and high-res lossless, the differences for your listening experiences and what we found out in our testing, and lots more. We'll then be covering how you can access these big updates on your Sonos system, as we've had a lot of you get in touch about this. In case you missed it, Apple recently launched spatial audio with Dolby Atmos, as well as industry-leading sound quality with both lossless audio and high-res lossless. Both will be available at no extra cost to its subscribers, and this is such a huge update from Apple that we thought we would do a video on these updates, what this means for you, and try to answer any questions that you guys have been asking us. Before we get into it, if you're into all things audio-visual, I'd really recommend checking out some of our other content on our channel and subscribing if you like what you see, as we have got lots more planned. So it's important to note that spatial audio and Dolby Atmos is one thing, and lossless audio and high-res lossless are another. Apple could have made things a little bit less confusing and released them separately, but they didn't, so I'll try and clarify what each of these mean. Let's start off then with spatial audio, which is essentially Apple's version of Dolby Atmos. This is a codec which offers a completely different listening experience than mono or stereo. It refers to the way the music is recorded and essentially enables artists to mix and record music so that you hear it from all around you with multi-dimensional sound. At launch, there are thousands of songs on Apple Music which support this codec across all genres and from huge artists, so chances are you can listen to your favourite songs in this format. There are, however, some caveats. Now, I will expand on this in a bit, but it's important to highlight now that you currently need the latest version of Apple Music on either an iPhone 7 or later, an iPad, a Mac, or Apple TV to access this, though Apple have said that Android is coming soon. I'll put up the full info from Apple here so you can pause if you want to check compatibility. If you're using any of these devices with either a pair of AirPods, AirPods Pro, AirPods Max, or some select Beats headphones, you will automatically get spatial audio. You'll also automatically get it out of the built-in speakers in your device. Of course, that is a very niche selection of listening options, and I can't imagine many will be overly impressed over your iPhone speakers. So if you've got headphones or speakers which support Dolby Atmos, you simply need to enable Dolby Atmos in the settings in your device to access spatial audio. So just to recap then, spatial audio with Dolby Atmos offers a more immersive listening experience to help you feel closer to the artist and experience the sound as close to the artist intended. This update alone will offer an enhanced listening experience for Apple Music listeners, and we have loved testing it out in the office. For me, the sound is just so much more enjoyable. It really pulls you into whatever you're listening to, and it feels more like an event rather than just popping a random playlist on in the background. I would love to demo this for you, but for copyright reasons we can't, so I'll just include a clip of me enjoying it instead. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. However, if you can, I would highly recommend testing out either of these two Zane Lowe clips, which demo the difference between mono, stereo, and spatial audio. I think you will be surprised how different it sounds. I will say that while some tracks sound truly incredible, others miss the mark just slightly. I think some people jumped on the bandwagon and wanted to offer this same experience, but the way it's been mixed was rushed to maximise the initial hype. My recommendation would be to give it a go and listen to a mixture of tracks from different artists for yourself and see what you think. In our testing, I would say that spatial audio, especially those well-mixed tracks which include the likes of Olivia Rodrigo's album, not a fan myself, Hotel California, a lot of jazz tracks and more, really make the most out of your headphones or speakers. It did feel like I was listening to the HX headphones, PI7s and ARC for the first time, which was pretty awesome. For us, it's a bit like TVs upgrading to HD or 4K. We feel spatial audio or Dolby Atmos audio is the next evolution for audio. Moving on to lossless audio then, this refers to the quality of the audio. Apple Music has made more than 75 million songs available in lossless audio, which uses ALAC, so that's Apple Lossless Audio Codec. And that preserves as much detail as possible from the original audio file. You might have heard the term bitrate, which refers to the resolution in which the music was recorded. Think of a bit as being a tiny piece of the music, almost like a puzzle. When a song is recorded, it's usually recorded using expensive pieces of equipment that can pass a large amount of musical data through. By the time it's actually playing out of your device, like your speakers or headphones, the chances are it has been compressed, so it can be listened to over Wi-Fi or Bluetooth reliably and not take up enormous amounts of space on your device if it's been downloaded. In order to compress a track, it must trim some bits off the track, and so you do lose information from that track from the original recording. Lossless audio offers a higher bitrate, so it can allow more information through, resulting in a cleaner and more detailed version of the track. So you might hear things that you previously didn't hear on your device. This offers a much more true-to-life listening experience and gets you closer to feeling like you're there watching it live. So there are two versions of Lossless available currently, and that's high-res lossless and standard lossless. Now, lossless audio tracks are available at a maximum of 24-bit 48 kHz, and this is by far the most common option for most songs. However, high-res lossless audio is another step up, offering a more detailed, accurate audio file. Now, these songs are anything recorded in above 24-bit 48 kHz, right up to 24-bit 192 kHz. For the true audiophiles out there, this will offer the best listening experience at the highest quality currently available. However, there are some hoops you have to jump through to listen to this music, and fewer songs available at this level. So just to recap then, Apple Music have released a huge number of tracks with spatial audio. Some of these will be available with lossless audio and some with high-res lossless, which would offer the top-tier listening experience if you have the means to listen. Let's have a look at a few examples in the app then and show you where to look to find out what's available on different tracks. So you can see here on this Migos album, this offers Dolby Atmos and lossless audio, the same with The Weeknd's After Hours album. The Rolling Stones album Goat's Head Soup offers high-res lossless, and the same with this album from the Beatles. Now, you will want to tap into the songs to check when you're using an iPhone, iPad or Mac what's available on different tracks or albums. Now, one of the key things here is that this is all available for free. Other streaming services such as Tidal offer high-res upgraded subscriptions where you pay more to unlock that higher tier of audio quality. I think it is quite an important thing to note that Apple are doing this for free. However, before you start coming after me in the comments, there are a lot of caveats that need to be highlighted for you to unlock Dolby Atmos audio and lossless audio. So hopefully that's all been clear so far. I think it's time to delve into how you can experience this all for yourself. Now, I would love to demo it for you, but like I said earlier, for copyright reasons, I can't do that. Instead, I'll help you work out what options you have for the devices you use. So first things first, anyone can experience spatial audio right now if you're an Apple Music user. If you choose to listen over Bluetooth or AirPlay 2, however, it will be slightly compressed. We tested this out a lot in the office and it still offers an enjoyable listening experience. It is a cool way to listen to music and I would recommend you all give it a go if you can. Listen to the demo on Apple Music and you'll hear straight away the difference between mono, stereo and spatial audio. When connected via these two options, you'll notice the Dolby Atmos logo disappears as it's not true Dolby Atmos despite giving the effect. If you want to level up your spatial audio experience, you can connect your device to an Atmos-compatible receiver for true Dolby Atmos, which should be then indicated with the Dolby Atmos logo on your receiver. Though an easier and neater solution is to use an Apple TV 4K with your compatible receiver. Likewise, using an Apple TV with your TV is our recommendation for Sonos users who have a Sonos Arc connected via eARC, as this is Atmos compatible. This will enable you to experience true spatial audio. Now, you can check this in the Sonos app as it will show the Atmos logo in the Now Playing screen. Now, this was an awesome experience. You can tell the step up from simulated Atmos to true Atmos, and we were blown away with certain tracks. All jazz music in particular was really immersive, with the individual elements of the track really coming to life to give an immersive experience. Of course, some people won't like the experience of listening to uncompressed Dolby Atmos through a soundbar. It's just good to highlight the possibilities, and this is the best experience you can get on your Sonos speakers at the moment. However, I do appreciate that many audiophiles will be rocking their own third-party speakers with a receiver, so I would draw your attention to the new Bluesound Power Node, as this comes with an HDMI eARC input, so this should give similar results to the ARC. What would be amazing is if Sonos extend these capabilities from the ARC to the amp or port, so you can open up possibilities to use your own speakers while still benefiting from the Sonos ecosystem. So let's talk about how to listen to lossless audio. If you want to take all of your audio up to another level, you'll want to know whether you're accessing lossless or even high-res lossless. For example, the Apple 4K TV can only offer lossless as shown in the settings. High-res lossless isn't an option. It could be an option in the future, but for now, the maximum you're going to get is lossless, so that's 24-bit 48 kHz. I will just reiterate that the majority of music is only available in up to 24-bit 48 kHz, so you can enjoy all of this on the Arc. So for iPhone or iPad users, Bluetooth or AirPlay 2 not only offers simulated Atmos, but it also compresses lossless audio slightly. The cheapest and simplest way to upgrade to uncompressed lossless is using Apple's Lightning cable connected to your headphones. This enables you to enjoy tracks up to 24-bit 48 kHz without too much hassle. If you do want to step up to high-res lossless and get the most out of tracks recorded in 24-bit 88.2 kHz or 2496 kHz, for example, then you will need to use a separate DAC. I don't want to get too bogged down in the options here. Check out Darko's video on this topic or Jonathan Morrison's. Both do a great job on this. However, I will cover the key info for you now. So there are different DACs which you can run different levels of high res. So AudioQuest have some good options for up to 96 kHz, such as their Dragonfly series, but you will need a higher quality DAC than that to get up to 24-bit 192 kHz. So I'd take a look at options from brands such as RME for that. Using a DAC with your phone or Mac or even receiver will enable you to access high-res lossless audio, so audiophiles, this will be the solution for you. If you're not overly fussed on this, there are a lot of additional cables and extra steps you'd have to take, so I would say stick with uncompressed lossless or even compressed lossless. But it is good to have an option to access this higher level of audio quality if you want to. So I'd say the main thing I'd recommend is just to give it all a go. Spatial audio in particular is pretty easy to experience in a multitude of different ways. Our favourite solution was through an Apple TV 4K with an Atmos receiver or Atmos compatible soundbar such as the Sonos Arc or similar for that true Dolby Atmos without too much hassle. As we said earlier, some tracks are certainly mixed better than others, but when we tested those good ones, it felt like we were listening to the future of audio. Other tracks, not so much. In terms of lossless and high-res lossless, I think either you'll care or you won't. There is a long way to go in making it more accessible for more people without the faff or cost of external DACs. Of course, there are plenty of workarounds, but we want to highlight the more simple, streamlined ways of experiencing all of this at the moment. I think the reason we're so excited about this is the potential for Sonos customers going forwards. Currently, Sonos is the only software that speaks to the Apple servers directly. AirPlay 2 has to talk to Apple and then send the audio to your device, and that is where the compression happens. It's not the same as Spotify or Tidal Connect, which can deliver uncompressed high-res audio. Sonos, however, are the only streamer which natively supports Apple Music through their app, and therefore we have the ability to take straight from the Apple server. Of course, for this to happen, Sonos and Apple need to have a chat and flick some switches, but it is possible and hopefully something which will happen in a not too distant future. We will put our faith then in the hands of Apple and Sonos and pray they play ball. The fact that Sonos currently supports 24-bit 48 kHz streaming on Qobuz and Dolby Atmos music through the Apple TV 4K is a good sign that Apple Music lossless support is definitely possible, but we're just going to have to be patient. So I hope this helped, guys. Obviously the best thing about this is that the upgrade is free to all existing subscribers of Apple Music, but there are a few hoops to jump through to get all of the new options. My advice would be to give it a go with whatever you have at home currently. Comment below if you do. I'd love to know your thoughts on spatial audio. Thanks as always for watching, and please do give me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. See you next time.